Today, we are going to talk about the Lost Tape series. There are a lot of tracks in this series that are expanding from the time period of, I want to say, 2013 through about 2018-ish, 2019-ish. And this era is the true rap era. So this is after the North Side of Atlanta mixtape. This is after the We Work in Pairs project. And this is the time period when I first started collaborating with Sour Lyrics. So on all of these records, you're going to hear two different eras. You're going to hear the true rap era, and then you're going to hear records from the rhythm and poetry era. So the true rap era is me, Sour Lyrics, and Stay Live. And the rhythm and poetry era, when we rebranded, because Stay Live, he worked on the road, so he wasn't able to do music like that. Sour Lyrics brought in Sir Charles. So the rhythm and poetry era is me, Sour Lyrics, and Sir Charles. All right, first, let's talk about the true rap era, where it's me, Sour Lyrics, and Stay Live. Me and Sour Lyrics actually were neighbors. So we lived in an apartment complex. He was literally the apartment above me. That's how crazy this was. We would work through the week, and then on the weekends, we would get together. We would come, everybody would meet either at Sour Lyrics' apartment or record in my apartment. Mostly during this era was Sour Lyrics. We would record in Sour Lyrics' apartment for the most part, I believe. And so that's where all that footage comes from. Me holding the camera and producing while everybody's recording. We have, a couple guest appearances from artists that was just local with us, just recording. It was a crazy time. So some of these records are from the True Rap mixtape that we actually performed live a couple of times. So some of those records are here. And then some of the records are from the Rhythm and Poetry album that never came out, that never got finished because I had a family situation and I had to dip off and help my family out. So that's how that became to be. So during the Rhythm and Poetry era, me, Sir Charles, and Sour Lyrics, we were actually living together. We rented a house that had they turned, like, the garage. There was no garage, actually. The garage was turned into another room, and that's where the studio was. Everybody had their own room, and then every day or every couple of days at night after work, especially on the weekends, we would just work on the Rhythm and Poetry album that we didn't get a chance to complete, where everybody was supposed to do 20 records. I believe I got mine done, obviously, because I'm producing everything. Sour Lyrics got most of his done, and Sir Charles was starting on his, and then we were supposed to take the best 5 or 6 from each one of our records that we're collaborating on with, because every record, everybody had to be on it. But 20 records, Sour's the hook. 20 records, I'm the hook. 20 records, so Sir Charles is the hook. It just, it was a long process, but to make an album is not easy. You need a lot of records to pick from. That way you can narrow it down to just the best and put it out. So it was, it was a learning process. This was the first attempt at actually creating a full album, not just releasing a song right after we make it and putting it on SoundCloud. This album was supposed to be our first introduction to actually getting put onto streaming. Because at the time when we was recording this, streaming wasn't really a thing. Like, Spotify just popped up. We didn't know how to get our stuff on. So we were just trying to figure it out. And we was going to figure it out once we actually did a full album and just go full steam ahead. So in this series that I'm building out of these records that we produced from that era, I produced everything. I produced all the true rap records for the most part, and I produced all of the rhythm and poetry as well. So through this era, I was able to learn a lot and got an opportunity to work with a lot of artists, a whole lot of studio footage. So you can go on YouTube, Twitter, all the way online somewhere. All of this footage is there from back in those days. I didn't have the long locks like I have now. I had braids back then and a fro and different hairstyles and all of that. But what was cool about this era is this was the first opportunity where I'm the lead, or supposedly the lead, or the number 2 man behind Sour Lyrics, and I'm able to direct and produce my own artists. And it's just, Sour would bring people in. I would, test them out, see if they work against my sound, and I was able to produce a whole lot of records. So in this series, I'm just releasing the ones that I did the hooks on, just so that everybody has a chance to put out their own series as well, which should be coming soon. So in this series, I'm just showcasing my talent, and you get to really see the wide range and diversity of the sound. From we doing West Coast tracks, trap beats, we doing reggae beats, reggaeton, Afrobeat. We're doing everything because that's how my brain works. I'm just all over the place and just showcasing my talent. I do want to thank the guys, even though things did not work out. I do want to thank all the guys and everybody involved for the opportunity and the learning experience. And hopefully we can get together in the future and just do it all over again. Because boy, you know, we was cooking up a lot of bangers. There was a lot of bangers in this series, and it's all on camera. So I definitely want y'all to check that out. So with that said, as of right now, I'm not sure I'm going to put out a fourth installment, but it might come. I still have records that I can mix down again and put out. But until then, I hope you like the music. Make sure that you comment and let me know what you think about it, and just enjoy the music for what it is. And until next time, we out.